Good evening, Raider Nation. Welcome to the Palace at the corner of Atlantic and Elm, where tonight your Harding Raiders play host to the John F. Kennedy Eagles. Crosstown rivals tonight. Eagles coming in with a 6-3 record. Harding still struggling a little bit on this season with a 2-10 record, 2-5 in the AAC. And we are all set for the opening tip-off. Tom Bird on hand, along with the incredible Whitman, Fred Whitaker.
How's it going, Fred? Pleasure to be here with you, Tom. Pleasure to be here. Thanks for joining us tonight. Let's see a little Warren versus Warren action here.
And Kennedy controls the opening tip. Kennedy working it around the perimeter, trying to find something inside against the Harding defense, and looked like an offensive foul off the bat.
Didn't see exactly what happened there, Tom, but going the other way.
Patrick Vallant with his first foul of the evening for Kennedy, and Harding will take possession of the ball. Donovan Herron working up court against the Kennedy defense. Johnny Graham lets it go from the corner, and that's a little short. Kennedy with the rebound, but Dom Foster with the steal, and Foster up and in and open the scoring for Harding.
Quick play there by Foster. Very alert there on the defense. Quick 2 points from Foster's quick decisions.
Cameron Hullabaugh trying to drive the lane for Kennedy. That ball goes in and out, and Harding with another rebound. And now it's Harding's turn to set up their offense.
Raiders have had a few roster changes throughout the year, so still gelling here on the offensive end the last few games.
Foster a little off balance in the lane. That shot goes in and out. 3-point attempt for TJ Harding. Bounces off the rim, and Aston Bates brings the ball up. And he'll step on the line. That's going to turn it over to Kennedy.
Nice idea there by Bates, getting the ball to Foster and getting in good position. Unfortunately, just a little too close to that line, and turn it over by the Raiders there.
Kennedy showing a lot of patience early at the offensive end. Three-second violation on Kennedy. That's going to turn the ball over to the Raiders.
A couple of small errors by the Eagles early here. Both teams in kind of a feeling out process right now.
2-0 the score in favor of Warren Harding. Only points coming on a Dom Foster layup off a steal. And there's Foster looking for three, and that's off the rim.
Great bounce pass there by Johnny Graham, finding Foster underneath.
A rebound by Cameron Hullabaugh. Now Kennedy back on offense, trying to work something inside. And that ball is knocked away, picked up by Harding. Aston Bates finally comes up with it. And Bates will drive it in, kick it back out, but it's intercepted. That pass.
Hullabaugh there with great
off there by Hullabaugh.
Yeah, great presence by Hullabaugh there.
And Hullabaugh in the paint gets it up and in off the glass, ties the game at 2.
Excellent play on both ends of the court there by the senior for the Eagles. And another.
And Hullabaugh with another steal. Tries to work it in. Get blocked by Duncan Moy. The freshman gets a hand on that one. Donovan Herron kicks it out to Foster. Foster brings in. Little floater. Doesn't go. Gets his own rebound, and still Kennedy comes up with that rebound. Gabe Green on a three-point attempt, and that one's off the mark, and Harding will bring it back down court. Donovan Herron kicks it out to Johnny Graham. Johnny Graham off the mark, trying for 3 there. That ball's going to go off Dom Foster and go back over to the Kennedy Eagles. Freshman Jaden Rischel checking in for the Eagles.
Neither team really in establishing an offensive flow right now, Tom.
No real rhythm to speak of so far. 5 minutes into the quarter almost. All about end of the lane. He kicks it out. DJ Harden with the 3-point attempt. That was in and out. Johnny Graham finds Aston Bates inside. Bates with the left hand off the glass, and it's 4-2 Harding.
Strong move by Bates. You know, I love when they start working it in low to the big man. I think they start to establish a nice rhythm when they get it down to him early.
Hollow ball loses that for a second, gets it back. He tries to drive it in the lane, and I think Donovan Herron is going to pick up his first foul of the evening on that. That's going to put Hollowball for Kennedy on the line for 2 in an attempt to try to tie this game up with 2:53 to go in the first quarter.
So far, it feels like Hollowball is establishing himself as kind of the offensive leader for the Eagles early, it looks like to me. He's made a lot of moves to the hoop. He's taken sometimes 1-on-3, taking it to the hoop. So we'll see if he continues that determination.
Coleman, Taylor, and Williams all checking in for the Raiders. Johnny Graham with the rebound, and he'll draw a foul on number 23, Gabe Green, for the Eagles. That'll be his first of the night.
And reading the body language there, I don't think that Mr. Green agreed with that call.
Do they ever?
No. You know, they never really own up to it, do they? They know, okay, that was my bad. There are no fouls in basketball.
Khalil Williams tries a little spin move, but he takes an extra step in doing that. Travel call, gives the ball back to the Eagles. And Harding trying to apply some full court pressure. Jump ball with the possession arrow going towards Kennedy. It'll be Eagle basketball. Or maybe it was going towards Harding, and they awful quick on that arrow, I guess.
I think the arrow is. I think the arrow is ours. I think you know how much I love the possession
arrow. I know how much you love them.
So this time it's going for the Raiders.
I don't know. It's kind of weird. It was pointing at Kennedy. Now it's pointing back to Harding again. They just took the ball out. That was Nye Coleman, who just checked in, gets a basket, makes the score 6-2. Ball gets tipped out of bounds by Kennedy, goes back to Harding. And for a change, with all the struggles Harding's has had lately, get to play from in front for a change.
Yes.
It's been a little while since we've seen that.
It has been a while since they established an early lead, so we'll see what they do with it. And like you had mentioned earlier, got Nye Coleman getting some time.
Coleman, another freshman. Duncan Moy, a freshman. You got Donovan Herron, a sophomore. Khalil Williams, a sophomore. A lot of young ball players. Johnny Taylor in the game. He's a junior. So a lot of underclassmen.
Which makes you happy for the future, at least. You're developing a little bit of experience here.
And Johnny Taylor, little extra shuffle there, trying to get the ball down the court. He gets called for traveling.
And I think we got a defensive foul here.
So it looks like on Khalil Williams, number 33. That'll be his first.
Tom, looks like the Raiders are playing a one-on-one there, but sometimes it kind of morphs into they will double team. They've done it a few times already for the Eagles. They'll swarm on one defender, and That's an it's like a hybrid kind of thing. I don't think they're playing a full zone, but
it kind of reminds me of the defense we played back when I played for Newton Falls. We called it a matchup, and it was kind of a hybrid between a zone and man-on-man.
Yeah, they seem like they're switching back and forth right now, which I haven't seen them do much this year, honestly. So I'm looking to see what kind of fruits they're able to snag from this change.
Hollowball lost his footing on that last possession, and as he fell, got called for travel. Harding with the ball, and Dom Foster finds Bates inside. Bates with the layup, 8-2 Harding.
Great give and go to big number 24.
And now a ferocious defensive stand by Harding. And a lot of emotion on that Harding bench. I think very aggressive defense on that. A lot of emotion on that.
There was. Yeah, the bench of the Raiders came alive there for that possession and really kind of spurred on some tough defense from Warren G. Harding.
Now you got your crosstown rivals in the building, and records go out the window when that happens.
That's right. And, you know, the crowd is still very sparse here, but there's a few more than we've seen in the most recent games because the team is so close.
Right.
So we have a few of the Eagles fans in attendance. We are hoping some of them are watching online. We would like to welcome you to WSCN, the student production of many of the live events at Warren G. Harding High School throughout the course of the year. Feel free to click that subscribe button if you like what you're seeing. We're glad to have you. The more watching, the merrier.
Harding came up with that, and it's their ball. And now Kennedy applying some pressure. Harding trying to work that ball in. A lot of pressure in the backcourt by Kennedy right now.
Yeah, it's almost like their defensive pressure stepping up now to match what the Raiders did last time down.
Khalil Williams couldn't quite get his feet set on that pass. He'll get called for travel. Less than a minute to play here in the first quarter. It's an 8-2 Raider lead.
And Khalil usually feels comfortable getting the ball out that far away from the hoop. I don't think that was a strange place for him. It's just I think it was indecisive.
That ball goes in and out of the hands of T.J. Harden. Another turnover going back to the Raiders. 39.4 seconds to play in the first quarter. Harding looking to add to that 8-2 lead. Long pass finds Nye Coleman.
Yeah, the defensive pressure from the Eagles has definitely stepped up as well.
We might be in for an intense one here, the way this has started out early.
It feels like an emotionally driven contest so far, for sure.
15 seconds to play. Harding is looking for that last shot of the quarter. 10 seconds. And Dom Foster from 3 off the rim. Now it's Kennedy's chance to launch a buzzer beater if they can. And Hollabaugh can't quite get that one to go, and that's the end of the first quarter. Your Harding Raiders 8, John F. Kennedy Eagles 2. Second quarter coming up here momentarily.
Definitely a defensive struggle back and forth there, Tom. Low scoring first quarter, and I'm eagerly anticipating that to continue so far. It looks as though they're playing very tight on each other. A lot of turnovers being caused by both teams, and I don't know if that's errors on the offense or just tenacious defense that's making that happen. If you are watching at home and you want to comment on the YouTube channel, you are likely to get one of your comments shared here by us on the screen, as you're seeing right now. Eric Stern is closing in on 1,000 points, 20 so far tonight. He'll be, I believe he's at 180, so he needs to have 20 tonight to, is that an older one? That may be an older comment.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think that might be a comment from last week, perhaps.
Yeah, I don't,
we're giving you a little.
Don't see that name anywhere on a
no,
roster.
I believe Eric was in the
I
last
hope
game
Eric gets his 1,000 wherever he's at.
Good luck getting your 1,000, Eric. No matter where you are tonight, we wish you the best.
And again, that Aggressive defense for Harding to open up the second quarter. Kennedy finding it tough going, trying to get that ball inside.
Playing a little Bob Huggins huggy defense over here. Here's my question, Tom. Can they play that? Can they play that tight defense? Can they play that high intensity the entire game?
That's a good question.
Right,
that's a good question. You're walking a fine line between that aggressive defense and getting yourself in foul trouble.
Right, and you also expel a lot of energy on the defense.
Yes,
so what do
you
you have left on the offensive side then? So I'm eager to see what they do with that the rest of the game.
Cross-court pass to Johnny Graham. Graham kicks it out to Johnny Taylor. Taylor can't get it to go. Hollabaugh comes down with the rebound for Kennedy. And Hollabaugh loses the ball. Nia Coleman picks that one up, and Harding gets to set their offense up once again. And Johnny Taylor loses it. Gabe Green coming up with that and bringing it down court.
There's a travel there.
Little extra step there by Hayden Waite. Gets called for the traveling. And so far, the defense has certainly been fast and furious.
Yeah, I think the intense defense has thrown a monkey wrench into both sides. It seems as though the Eagles, who were playing smooth and patiently at the beginning of the game, have gotten a little more hurried and maybe don't feel as comfortable with the Raiders applying all that heavy pressure.
And Kennedy trying to apply some full court pressure, giving Harding a little bit of trouble getting the ball up court. Foster finds Khalil Williams in the lane, and Williams up and off the glass makes it 10-2 Harding.
He made that layup look easy, and that was not an easy layup at all.
It was not. Up with the right hand to the left side of the rim.
Very difficult.
Gets that little finger roll off the glass.
High intensity. Russian judges give him an 8. Nicely done.
And Hollabaugh gets called for a 5-second violation in the backcourt, and that will turn it over to Harding.
Some of the Eagles fans in attendance are a little unsettled by that call. They're saying that he wasn't close enough to get that 5-second call.
Aston Bates kicks it out. Khalil Williams can't get the three to go. Hollabaugh brings it down. And Hollabaugh has certainly kind of established himself as the Kennedy field general right now. And that was 3 for Gabe Green to make it 10-5.
Green's taking a few of those from that section. He likes that shot. He likes that area.
Bates tries to drive the lane, gets the ball knocked away, but he does draw a foul on that. TJ Harden, the big 6'4" forward for Kennedy, picks up his first foul of the evening.
Cool.
Taylor tries to get that pass inside to Aston Bates. It gets knocked out. Still Harding ball on their own baseline.
And just like in a football game when there's a lot of defense, I like a defensive struggle sometimes. I mean, last game we had a lot of three-pointers getting rained by both teams.
Yes, we did.
And so it's kind of different to see this kind of a contest.
Pass inside to Bates. He can't get it to go, but Dom Foster with the nice follow-up. And now Kennedy off the fast break, and they trade buckets just like that. It's 12-7 Raiders.
Nice trade-off there by both teams.
Foster from long range, and that's off a little bit. Hollabaugh tries to drive it in, and he'll draw a foul on that. Looks like Donovan Herron picks up his second one of the evening.
Yeah, Hollabaugh took one bounce there at the top of the key there, and he was determined to take that all the way to the hoop. So once again, he's showing he will get to the rack. He's not being denied.
And that was a shooting foul. Hollabaugh connects on the first one.
Oh, look, glorious backboard cam.
Backboard cam.
Who doesn't love a glorious backboard cam?
You can check out Cameron Hollabaugh Nothing but net from the backboard cam, and it's a 12-9 ball game. And Kennedy applying the full court pressure. They knock it out of bounds. Johnny Taylor was trapped in a corner over there, but Harding will retain possession off of that little exchange. Get the pass out to Khalil Williams. And Taylor drives it in and up and off the glass. 14-9, Harding.
Great finish by Taylor there.
And this time Harding will drift back into their half-court defense. Hollenbach gets it inside, and he'll draw a foul there. He'll go back to the line. Aston Bates, the big man for Harding, picks up his first of the evening.
And I want to just send a quick appreciation out to the gentlemen who are being the referees for tonight's game. We appreciate all they do for these young men. They've got a lot of people in the crowd tonight that do not have the striped shirts on that probably could volunteer if they'd like. But we appreciate what these gentlemen do for these young men and for these young women to get them to play the sport they love.
Cameron Hollenbach connects on his second free throw. It's a 14-10 Harding lead. Duncan Moy with the long pass down to Khalil Williams. And Williams with, looks like 2 or 3 extra steps on that one.
The infamous crab dribble we've talked about. The Euro step, we've talked about it every game so far.
I'm not sure Michael Jordan would have gotten away with that many.
No, that's a lot.
A few, but that was quite a few.
That's a lot. Jordan sometimes started walking from the hotel room with the ball. They let him get away with it.
Gabe Green trying to get inside there. Picks up the offensive board, gets it out to Hollenbach. Hollenbach drives it in again. And Hollenbach can't get it go. Aston Bates finally comes down with it for Harding.
Raiders are very lucky there. You usually give up 3 offensive rebounds like that. They're going to get some points off that trip. So very fortunate they weren't able to convert. And in a tight game like this, you can't lose the offensive rebound game. It makes it very difficult to overcome.
That makes it hard. Foster tried to drive the baseline on that last possession, lost it out of bounds. Gabe Green can't get that to go. Patrick Vallant went down on that, and he's slow getting up.
Slow getting up right now. I'm hoping the young man is okay.
There was a foul called on that. I'm not sure exactly who or what it was. Looks like Vallant's the one who's going to be called for the foul. It's his second.
A couple of the trainers down there. One from I think one from JFK, and our Alex from Harding is down there looking at him. Hopefully the young man's good. He's sitting up now, which is good to see.
Looks like they're checking that right arm, shoulder possibly.
I think he landed awkwardly going for the ball there.
Yeah, looking up under the shirt sleeve there, checking out the shoulder.
Yep.
3:12 to play in the half. Harding sitting on a 14-10 lead at the moment. It'll be Harding basketball after the injury timeout. Hopefully we get young Mr. Vallant up on his feet and back to the bench and back in the game shortly.
Yeah, it's nice to see that they're taking their time with him, making sure. And he is to his feet now.
Looks like Alex is going to take him right back to the training room, and that's probably at least the last we'll see of Patrick Vallant in the first half. Hopefully he'll be back out in the second half.
Certainly hope so. You're hoping that's nothing serious. Hopefully just a temporary stinger here, but you don't like to see that from either team, of course.
Johnny Graham to inbound the ball. Gets it over to Dom Foster, and Kennedy trying to apply that pressure. Finally getting it across half court. Duncan Moy kicks it out to Johnny Taylor, and Taylor off the back of the rim. Foster comes down with that offensive rebound. Out to Johnny Graham. And Graham off the mark on that three-point attempt, and it goes off of a Kennedy Eagle down there. It looks like possibly Hayden Waite was the closest one to it. So that's going to remain Harding basketball on their end of the court.
Johnny Graham is a pretty consistent outside shooter. So hopefully that's the second one he's short-armed tonight. Hopefully he'll be able to get that fixed up.
Graham with the offensive rebound, and looked like he fell a little awkwardly on that, but he's up and moving around. That's good. Graham, who had that, he had a devastating knee injury a couple seasons ago. And
yes, good to see. Like I said, he's one of my students. I was fortunate to see Mr. Graham rehab all the way back from that, and he's very proud of that accomplishment, as he should be. Went through a lot of adversity to get back on the court this season, so glad to see him out there.
Hayden Waite, the 6'3" sophomore for Kennedy, bringing the ball up court. Hollabaugh again trying to drive the lane, and this time Hollabaugh gets it to go, and it's a 14-12 ball game.
Good spin move there by the senior, going strong.
Graham loses a handle on that pass, and Hollabaugh comes up with it. Cameron Hollabaugh right now doing a little bit of everything for the Kennedy Eagles. Hayden Wade drives lane, kicks it out, and he finds Hollabaugh in the paint, and Hollabaugh ties it up at 14.
Great job of positioning himself there, right under the hoop. Snuck in there.
Johnny Taylor found Nye Coleman. Unfortunately, Nye was a little bit too far under the rim for that. And Kennedy with a 16-14 lead off an impressive run there, and Harding's going to slow them down a little bit as we approach the half. 1:24 to play. I was trying to find the young man who scored those last couple points for Kennedy, and I don't see number 2 on our list here. I'll have to.
They've thrown us a curveball.
Yes, they have.
Yeah, nice offensive flurry there, Tom, from the Eagles. The last couple of possessions there, getting some quick points. And just like that, we have a tight game. Not a high-scoring game, but a close one.
And again, you've got crosstown rivals, so it's bound to stay emotional throughout. It's just teams, probably one of those games where teams are going to have to keep their cool a little bit, keep up the intensity, but at the same time be patient, keep their cool.
Stay intense, but not overly intense. Exactly it. I would like to see them try to work the post a little bit here. Let's see if they start to do that down here to Bates a little.
Johnny Taylor inside. Taylor's going to draw a foul on that move to the basket. And that was Hollabaugh in there trying to defend that, but he gets a piece of Johnny Taylor's arm. Johnny Taylor's going to go to the line for 2 and try to tie this ball game up with 1:12 to play in the first half. Taylor connects on his first. It's 16-15.
As we've talked about multiple times throughout the season, free throws, offensive rebounds are really the determining factor in a close game. So don't want to leave any of these behind. We've got it down the stretch.
Duncan Moy checking back in. Aston Bates will take a seat. And Taylor connects on both, and it is a 16-16 ball game as Kennedy works the ball back up court. Loses a handle on that, and Dom Foster up and off the glass, can't get it to go, but Nye Coleman chases it down. Harding keeps possession. Under 40 seconds to play here in the first half. Harding possibly looking to work a last second shot. And Kennedy a little overly aggressive there and actually pick up a foul on that one. That was number 0, Eduardo Silveira. He'll pick up his first foul.
Want to take a second here to give a shout out to Coach Comlank from the Eagles, who is a familiar name to the Harding Raiders.
Less than 30 to play. Back out to Johnny Taylor. Taylor can't get that one to go, and Aston Bates up. There's Raiders down all over the place, and now Kennedy with the ball. Gabe Green has that shot disrupted. Nice defensive hustle there, and it causes a travel call against the Eagles.
Didn't know about the defenders coming from the other end after they had a small Royal Rumble under the hoop. There was a lot of people on the floor there.
A little bit of a scrum down there.
It was like just a quick game of rugby before they finished the half here.
Less than 10 to play. And Harding, we're going to pick up a foul on that one.
And I'm sure that the Eagles don't like sending someone to the line. There were 7 seconds on that.
That's going to put Donovan Heron at the line with a 1-and-1 opportunity here. Late in the quarter, 7.2 seconds to play. Chance to put Harding on top. Heron doesn't connect on the first, and Kennedy on the fast break. That pass was a little bit long. And Hollabaugh up and off the glass at the buzzer for Kennedy to take an 18-16 lead into the locker room at halftime.
Great play by Hollabaugh there, who's been kind of their spark plug the whole time. Finishes with a nice strong move. And that will be a nice way for us to see if Kennedy's going to come out a little bit of an emotional high after that finish. That's a nice way to finish that half there.
We're halftime at the Palace. John F. Kennedy Eagles 18, your Harding Raiders 16. We'll be back in about 10. Stay tuned. And welcome back, Raider Nation. Hope you had a good halftime break. We're ready to start the third quarter from the Palace at Atlantic and Elm, and we've got a tight one, a defensive struggle. And right now, Kennedy on the strength of that buzzer-beating layup by Cameron Hollabaugh with an 18-16 lead as Harding inbounds the pass.
Let's go. I'm ready to see a struggle here. Let's see a strong finish. I want to see a good game down to the wire.
Harding opening up with the offensive possession. Duncan Moy kicks it out to Donovan Heron, and Heron in and out on the three-point attempt. Hayden Waite finally winds up with it for the Eagles.
If you're Coach Franklin, you'll take that shot all day. Nice open three, just didn't make it, but nice feed.
You can get a few of those. You're going to get some of them to drop.
Right.
Almost a steal by Dom Foster right there, knocks away, but Hollabaugh tracks it down, gets it back. Gabe Green drives it in, and Johnny Graham with a hand in the ball right there. Nice block by Johnny Graham as Harding picks up the loose ball. And Graham at the other end, little pass into Aston Bates. Bates will draw a foul on that. And he'll go to the line for two.
Nice rotation by Bates to get a drive down the baseline there. Johnny Graham found him. And he's going to the charity stripe.
Looks like that foul is going to go on TJ Harden. That'll be his second of the evening. And unfortunately, Fred, Patrick Vallant, who went down hard at the end of the first half, looks like he came out of the locker room with his right arm in a sling. So I think we've seen the last of young Mr. Vallant for the evening.
May not return tonight.
Hopefully he's just something minor and they're taking some precautions and he'll be ready to go for Kennedy's next ball game.
Yeah, we wish that young man the best. Get better soon, of course.
Meanwhile, Aston Bates connects on both of his free throws, and we are tied again now at 18.
Don't want to jinx it. The Raiders have been pretty solid from the free throw line tonight. They haven't gotten there a lot, but when they've gotten there, they've taken advantage.
And Johnny Graham's going to pick up a foul on that. Jaden Rischel did a nice job not leaving his feet, but Johnny Graham did leave his. Came down on Rischel's back. He'll pick up a foul on that. That's Johnny Graham's first foul of the evening.
Good head fake by Rischel there.
And Kennedy couldn't get the ball in 5 seconds, so they turn it over. So again, some nice defense there by Harding. Couldn't find the open man. 5 seconds go by, and it's Harding basketball.
I'm starting to see a kind of a narrative developing here where they're starting to get the ball down low. They're trying to feed Bates inside, and I hope they continue to do so. I think that opens up a lot of outside jumpers for the Raiders as well when they start doing that.
And Foster with the finger roll inside. Makes it 20-18 Harding. Fought off a couple Kennedy Eagles. Hollabaugh with the layup, and he's going to draw a foul on Foster on that at the other end. So there's a chance for a three-point play for Cameron Hollabaugh for John F. Kennedy. It's Dom Foster's first foul of the evening. Hollabaugh connects, and it's 21-20, Kennedy. And Kennedy applying some pressure as Harding tries to get the ball up court. Long pass down to Aston Bates. Johnny Graham tries to force that inside, and who else but Cameron Hollabaugh comes up with it again. And Hollabaugh with the offensive charge on that play.
Hollabaugh looked a little out of control there on the drive. I don't know if Donovan was 100% set there, but he was kind of just stumbling through and not in control. I think that's why they called that the charge.
That's Hollabaugh's second foul. Foster tries to get the layup. It doesn't go. Ball kicked back out once again to Hollabaugh. Hollabaugh takes it in the middle, and Hollabaugh gets it to go up and in, and it's 23-20, John F. Kennedy. That's 16 points for Hollabaugh on the evening. Harding finally breaks the press. And Bates will draw a blocking foul on Hayden Waite in there.
I think there was a foul called on the floor there. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he was in the act of shooting on that.
No. Bates working inside again, and shot's no good. Hollabaugh slaps down the rebound.
Strong defense there from the Eagles.
Hollabaugh found Bobby Pliska under the basket, but Pliska couldn't get it to go, and Johnny Graham drives it in. Aston Bates with a follow-up. Again, Aston Bates.
A couple of rebounds there by Bates. Not able to finish, but does go to the line.
Fouls on Pliska. That's going to put Bates on the line for two, with Harding down 3 at the moment. And the first one is in and out as we check in on backboard cam here.
Hoping backboard cam will be kinder to Mr. Bates this shot.
Aston Bates connects on his second, and it is a 2-point Eagle lead with 4:51 to play in the third quarter. And it looks like Harding's going to set up to apply a little bit of pressure as Kennedy tries to bring this ball up court.
They employed that technique early in the second quarter. It kind of sent the Eagles a little bit into a tizzy there. So we'll see if they try the same thing, if they keep that pressure on. Or
they try to trap Hollabaugh, but he breaks it through, gets it off to Hayden Waite. And there's a three-point attempt. Bobby Pliska hits on that one, and all of a sudden it's a 5-point Kennedy lead at 26-21. And Kennedy applying the pressure. And possibly a little too much pressure on that play. Jaden Rischel picking up the foul on that.
See what the Raiders can do here, Tom, to get some points this trip down. They've had a couple empty trips here in this second half, and that's caused them to fall slightly behind.
And there's a pass that's picked off by Hollabaugh, and Hollabaugh goes coast to coast and makes it 28-21 Kennedy. And there's a quick timeout for Harding to try to slow that momentum down a little bit.
Hollabaugh has been very good at anticipating some of the passes from the Raiders. He's gotten a handful of turnovers and has found some fast break points from those.
You can't be lackadaisical on those passes when you got a guy. Hollabaugh's he's ball hawking right now.
Right, he's watching for it, and so he seems to be just a half a step ahead of the Raiders these last few possessions. But he is definitely the biggest contributor for the Eagles. He's got 18 of their 28 points. So the senior has been quintessential to their success thus far. I'd like to thank the students that are here running the cameras and running the switchers and doing the instant replay for us, for WSCN. I'm sure that they will be mentioned here at the end of the game as well, but I would like to really commend them for their work. We have a crew filled with some students who are trying some things for the first time tonight, some camera work. So it's good to see them get some experience behind the camera. That's what this is all about. And I'd also like to thank Mr. Bozak and Mr. Trevor Donnelly, who are both here helping us iron out any technical issues we may have throughout the night.
Harding finding themselves down 7 points all of a sudden, bring the ball up court. And they're finally inside to Bates. Bates tries to find Nye Coleman, and it's picked off once again by Cameron Hollabaugh. Hayden Waite finds himself open. That ball doesn't go in. Bates comes up with the rebound. And again, Kennedy trying to apply a lot of pressure. Duncan Moy with the short jumper, and finally Harding gets back on the board, 28-23.
Nice job creating some separation there by Moy, getting the jump shot to go down.
And Hollabaugh again gets it off the glass. It's 30-23. That's Hollabaugh's 20th point of the evening. Nye Coleman was all alone under the basket for a moment. Aston Bates didn't quite catch him, and Dom Foster is going to draw a foul on that drive to the basket. Looks like he'll go to the line for two. Jaden Rischel picks up his second for the Eagles. We'll take a look at Dom Foster through backboard cam.
I do love backboard cam. I especially like it when they make the free throws, too. Yes. That's always nice to see. Students tonight who are manning their positions, we have Gianna Franklin, we have Ashley Ellison, we have Carter Knupp, who is a younger sibling of Cameron Knupp, who was a very important part of our program for many years. Isaac Turner is here, and we got Mapes on the switcher. She's done that many times, and she's getting pretty darn good at it, too. So keep it up there, ladies and gentlemen, doing a great job.
Tom Foster connects on both those free throws. It's a 5-point ball game. Hayden Wake gets called for the travel amongst the protests of the Kennedy faithful. At any rate, it is Harding basketball with coming up on 2.5 minutes to play in the third quarter.
I think their beef was that they think the contact was created by the Raiders on that. I think that's what they were upset about on that travel. I think they have a legitimate beef there that time.
That was pretty questionable.
It was, but I stand by my statement that the OHSAA is looking for many people to man these referee positions. So if anyone wants to step up, be good to see you do that for the community. That'd be nice.
And Hollabaugh once again in the lane, and Harding is going to pick up a foul in there on that. Haston Bates picks up his third foul of the evening, and that could spell trouble down the line for the Raiders.
You know, you do feel as though that the Kennedy Eagles have controlled this third quarter a little bit, but it's only 5 points. They haven't really been able to pull away, so the Raiders are staying determined and
staying in touch. And nice spin move there by Cameron Hollabaugh. Picks up points number 21 and 22 and draws a foul. An attempt at a three-point play and trying to put those Eagles up by 8.
Great spin move by Hollabaugh to create that separation. I didn't think he was going to be able to get to the rack there, and he was very quick on that and create the foul. This young man showing some skill tonight out here.
And that was, Bates will take a seat off of that. Hollabaugh does connect. It's 33-25 Kennedy. Johnny Graham from the corner, and Graham can't get one to go. Nice save by Khalil Williams. Kicks it back out to Duncan Moy, and Moy connects for 3.
Great hustle to get that ball out of bounds. Kick it back to Moy with a smooth shot from the freshman. Nicely done.
Back to a 5-point ball game, 33-28. Bobby Pliska followed up his own shot, and he draws a foul on the second one. That's going to go against Khalil Williams, his second one of the evening, and Pliska will go to the line for 2 for Kennedy.
And the Eagles still have that decided advantage in the offensive rebounds, Tom. They're definitely positioning themselves. They're boxing the Raiders out after these shots, so these misses aren't costing them as much. They're getting second and third opportunities.
Pliska connects on his second, 34-28, 6-point Eagle lead. As again they apply the pressure, and that's going to be a foul on that one. A little too much pressure on that attempt.
Once again, we'd like to apologize for this. We would usually give you the name of this young man, number 2. We just don't have it on our roster here for the Eagles that I can see. I've gone back to it a few times. I just can't find it.
That's not number 2 on there.
Maybe it's some kind of a puzzle we have to solve, Tom. Let's think about this for a second. Maybe it's it's hidden somewhere.
And Johnny Taylor goes to the line. Misses on that 1-on-1, but the follow-up by Nye Coleman, and he doesn't get that to go. And no surprise there. Cameron Hollabaugh comes out of there with the ball once again. Loses a handle on that, and Taylor. Offensive rebound for Coleman. The Raiders had a couple shots at that. Can't get anything to go. That ball came off of Kennedy, so Harding will inbounds on their own baseline. 1:11 to play in the third quarter.
And it looks like for the Raiders here, we're going to have Johnny Taylor trying to get the ball in. We have a shoe timeout here.
Tanya Harding timeout.
Yes.
For those of you that get that one, that's an old reference.
Going back to old school.
I'm dating myself with that one. Duncan Moy can't quite connect on that three-pointer. Kennedy will bring the ball up, about a minute to play. And they will get Hollabaugh for the offensive charge on that play.
And Hollabaugh's been driving strong the hole there. He just gets called for a charge on that, but he's been driving pretty determinedly all day. So I think if you're the Eagles team, you're willing to take that risk.
And that's Hollabaugh's third, so Kennedy's going to have to take a close look at Cameron Hollabaugh right now. Harding on the fast break. Now they're back out front. Coleman with a dangerous cross-court pass, and that's short, and that's picked off by Gabe Green. And that's going to be a foul on Dom Foster at midcourt. Foster's second for the game. And Hollabaugh will take a seat for a few moments here as he's going to rest on 3 fouls for the moment. And there's another quick foul on Dom Foster on the inbounds pass, and Dom Foster goes up to 3 fouls real quick. And that's going to put the Eagles in the bonus situation.
We just got a information here. Number 2 for the Eagles is Michael Condoleone. So we'd like to tell Michael we apologize we didn't have your name till right now, but thank you to the fans out there for giving us that information. Some real-time info being fed to us by the JFK Nation, so we appreciate that.
We appreciate that. We certainly like to give the young man his props whenever the occasion calls for it.
And he's had a few tonight.
Foster finds Duncan Moy inside, and Moy with the layup.
Somehow, Tom, the Eagles just lost track of where Moy was. They were just able to sneak into the back.
And it's a 4-point ball game as this third quarter winds down, and they're not going to get that shot off. And we go to the fourth. Kennedy Eagles 34, your Harding Raiders 30, and we've got a good one here at the Palace at Atlantic and Elm.
We do. I think that the Raiders have made kind of a push there at the end of that quarter to keep this game close. And this is not in either team's possession. Either team could take this tonight. Some nice replays here from this quarter. We're seeing some backboard cam in-game action, which I like to see. And we'll dial it up long distance for the Eagles there. And this was that wonderful shot by Moy. We're able to create some space, which is always good to see from the youngster who's really, I think, coming into his own the last few games. Getting that valuable varsity experience.
I didn't realize just how tall he is till I was down there standing by him. He's a freshman, he's a good-sized young man, and will probably get a couple inches bigger over the next couple of years. He may well be a force to be reckoned with throughout his career here in Harding.
Yes, he's got some great distance. He can dial it up from long distance. He's good at sneaking to the hoop when people aren't really. He's got a good awareness of the game, and he's tall. And he's fast. And so I think that he's getting a lot of experience at a young age, Tom. That's what we really like to see. That's what makes them most dangerous when they get to be a sophomore and junior and they've already been playing so many games.
Well, here we go. Fourth quarter. It's 34-30 Kennedy. Kennedy will have the ball to start the quarter. Hollabaugh back in for the Eagles. Gabe Green working the ball out front. Hollabaugh, who has definitely established himself as the Kennedy leader this evening. And they're going to get Duncan Moy for reaching in on that play. That'll be Moy's first foul of the evening.
Both teams are sitting with 18 fouls right now, Tom. So this could be the story of the game. How many times are you going to send the other team to the foul line for some charity?
And if you make these free throws. Gabe Green on the line for Kennedy. And he connects on the front end of that 1-and-1. And not the second. And it'll be Raider basketball, much to the chagrin of the Kennedy faithful here.
Yes, and that time I would agree with the referee on that, actually. But I guess I'm just sitting up here, so what do I know? But I will say that I thought that was off of the Eagles as well, from my vantage point.
Kennedy with that trapping defense out front, trying to trap the Harding guards.
And Harding's faced a lot of high-pressure defense this year, so they should be kind of used to that. You know, a lot of teams have employed the full-court pressure on them. And, you know, will it end up wearing down at the end of this game? We're going to see.
That ball's tipped out of bounds by Kennedy. Harding still in possession.
Raiders being very patient here on this offensive trip.
Down 5 with 7 minutes to play, and Johnny Taylor lets it fly. And that doesn't go. Almost picked off there. Duncan Moy almost got a hand on that. And this time Hollowball was blocked. He finds it back in, and now it's Foster. Foster to Taylor. Taylor all by himself, and Taylor with the easy layup, and it's a 3-point ball game. (35-32) with 6.5 to play.
And as we predicted in the first quarter, this is still very much a defensive struggle. A lot of quick hands on both sides, turnovers by both teams, and just neither team has still felt settled offensively.
And that 3-point attempt's off the mark. Nye Coleman comes out with the rebound. Pass down to Khalil Williams. Williams tries to get in, kicked it back out to Williams. He got it into Taylor there for a moment. Foster loses a handle, and that foul is going to go against Gabe Green. And that's his second of the evening. And that will put Dom Foster on the line for a one-on-one with a chance to get the Raiders within 1. 35-32.
Not always a jovial mood to our right here, Tom, tonight.
No.
There is some dissension amongst the ranks.
And Foster does not connect on the first half of that, and that's going to be a foul on Harding this time. I think Khalil Williams, or is that Dom Foster? That was Dom Foster, and that's his fourth.
Yeah, and the last 3 fouls for Foster have been ones that really weren't going to cause any successful turnovers. I don't believe he's just reaching. You could see the frustration a little bit there because he's just added a couple fouls here for no reason.
Foster will take a seat with his 3 fouls. Aston Bates had 3 fouls early on. He's been over there as well, so there's a couple of the Harding leaders sitting out some foul trouble at the moment as TJ Harden steps up to the line. The 6'4" junior for Kennedy misses the first one. Nye Coleman holds it in. Six minutes to play in the contest. It is a 3-point Kennedy lead. Duncan Moy takes it in, and Moy up and off the glass. That doesn't go. Loose ball. And we will call a jump, and the possession arrow is going towards Harding on that one.
I guess in a game like this, Tom, I mean, both teams have 9 team fouls. You're going to see a lot of that. I mean, with their scrapping so frequently, we're seeing a lot of bodies on the floor tonight.
And Duncan Moy hits for 3, and it ties the game at 5.5 to play. And Kennedy with a quick timeout.
Some fire from the young man there after that 3, Tom. Good to see Duncan Moy with the smooth shot from the corner.
Found himself wide open on that inbounds pass, and he did not let that opportunity go to waste.
No, he does not shrink from the moment there. We're going to
That was Moy, that nice little layup move underneath.
Right, yeah, excellent play by Moy there. Just a few plays in these last couple possessions that brought the Raiders back in this game.
Fast break to Johnny Taylor, and here's that 3-pointer one more time. And that knots the game at 35 with 5:34 to play. I think we're going to go down to the wire here.
I'm hoping so. I want a good game tonight. That's what I was looking for here from the Palace. You know, it's late in the season. You just want to see some competitive basketball here, see the kids get a chance to show what they can do. And I think that both teams are locked up in an exciting matchup here and are happy to be doing it.
Oh, that's it. These are the fun ones. This is fun to do, and both teams going all out. They're not leaving anything on the floor tonight.
Nope, definitely not.
Taking it all with them.
You know what else is fun, Tom? Is clicking the subscribe button underneath the YouTube channel there. Feel free if you'd like. If you like what you see from WSCN, you want to send some support our way, feel free to subscribe and watch what we got for you here. Should be bringing us some baseball and softball here coming up as well.
I'll say it again, a finer high school broadcast you will be hard-pressed to locate.
Thank you very much, and you're an important part of that here being the voice too, my friend, so thank you.
Thank you. Hollabaugh underneath, and Hollabaugh gets it to go, and that puts Kennedy back up by 2.
Hollabaugh with a good finish there. Came up a little gimpy there after that shot. His leg was bothering him a little bit, but it looks like he's okay now. Just maybe a bit of a cramp or something.
Johnny Graham underneath, and Graham will go up and Graham follows his own shot up and can't get it to go. TJ Harden comes down with the rebound finally. Kennedy takes over possession. They are up 2. Harden loses the ball on that. Khalil Williams comes up with it. Williams is going to walk and turn the ball over on the travel call.
Williams just took his eye off the ball there for a second time. He was looking at the hoop, took his eye off the ball there. Wasn't watching his dribble. And he regrets that.
Looks like he might have got caught between wanting to go up with that shot or maybe catch Johnny Taylor on the other side of the key there. Taylor looked like he was in position to receive a pass there, maybe get an easy one up and off the glass. However, it is Kennedy basketball.
All those turnovers, it's almost always indecision, so you gotta be decisive on what you do for sure.
Blitzkow loses a handle on the ball, and here comes Nye Coleman. Nye Coleman off the glass, but they're going to call an offensive foul on him. And that's going to go the other way. Coleman's first foul of the evening. It remains 37-35, Kennedy with just over 4 minutes to play.
Let's see if the Eagles can take advantage of that.
Hollabaugh loses it, gets it back, gets it out. And there's a 3. TJ Harden puts the Eagles up by 5 with 3:40 to play.
And that was a big shot there.
Haston Bates in the key, gets Harding back on the board. 3-point ball game.
Nice back and forth here from both teams.
Cameron Hollabaugh, he's the one to keep an eye on right now for Kennedy. Three minutes to play in the ball game, and it's 40-37 Kennedy. And there's Johnny Taylor all by himself on the Harding fast break, and it's a 1-point ball game.
Great vision there to find Taylor streaking down the other end of the court there. We got ourselves a barn burner at the Palace tonight.
Yes, we do. And Hollabaugh inside. Hollabaugh's going to get a foul on that, and that looks like it's going to go against possibly Khalil Williams. That's his third, and there are several Raiders in foul trouble over there.
Hollabaugh kind of did a double clutch there. I think I kind of got Williams up in the air.
Hollabaugh with the chance to put Kennedy up by 3 with just under 2.5 to play.
He's been money for him all night.
He's probably not the man you want to put on the line if you're Warren Harding right now.
No, definitely not. This young man seems to have ice water running through the veins.
He does miss on the second one. Harding with the offensive rebound, and he'll get a foul called. And that's Nye Coleman's second foul, and TJ Harding goes to the line for 2. With a chance to put Kennedy up by 4 with just under 2.5 to play.
Harding did a great job of boxing out there again, Tom. Great box out, able to get that rebound.
Big 6'4" junior. Looks like he's got a lot of reach down there. Misses on that first one.
And as we talked about earlier with the Raiders, the Eagles do not want to leave a lot of freebies at the line here in a tight matchup.
And Harding can't connect on either of those. And that ball, the rebound, bounces off of an Eagle player. Harding will get the ball. Looks like Dom Foster checks back in. Nye Coleman's going to take a break.
Hoping they can break this pressure and be patient on this offensive possession here, Tom.
Plenty of time in the contest. Oh, and there's a pass that goes between Khalil Williams' legs, and that's not the type of possession you wanted to see with 2:12 to play and down a couple. Kennedy now on the attack once again. Michael Condolion bringing the ball up court for the Eagles, and he'll drive it into the lane. And almost get delayed, but there's Hollabaugh to bring up the follow-up shot and put it in. 43-39 Kennedy.
Hollabaugh's been Johnny on the spot all night.
Bates out to Taylor, and Taylor inside. Taylor with a nice up, and it can't go. And Condolion with the ball. Duncan Moy deflects that pass. Quick hands by our athletic director, Mr. Nicholson, over there at the announcer's table.
That's the first thing I think of when I think of Mr. Nicholson. You know, it's just, he's got that prowess. He can make the... It's like a cat-like reflexes. Duncan Moy, by the way, serving up a little bit of Hollabaugh's medicine there. Very quick, anticipated that pass towards Hollabaugh.
It's a 4-point Kennedy lead. We're a minute and a half to play. Rischel underneath. Rischel can't get it to go. And that'll be a jump ball. Action. Harding was able to call a timeout and retain possession, it looks like. Bates is slow getting up. He's up on his feet now.
Harding timeout. Full timeout. 60-second timeout.
Well, this is going to definitely come down to the wire here. 4 points now. You know the Raiders, if they got the ball, they got to try to get some points out of this possession. You're running out of time. The clock is becoming your enemy. So you can't leave any unconverted opportunities at this point. It's good to have two teams locally playing like this. Just kind of, you could feel the excitement in the building a little bit, which is nice.
It's been a tough season for the Raiders, 2-10 right now on the year, so it's good to get a ball game like this where they are competitive. Can't say that that's always been the case as we've been here.
No, but they are definitely playing well tonight, and I'm hoping that they can, try to finish this off. We talked about that early in the season, learning how to win together, and that's what you want to see if they can step it up here at the end of this game and snag this W late in the season.
Minute 24 to play. Harding down by 4 with the ball. And Kennedy again applying that pressure. They like to come out and try to trap those guards out in the backcourt area. Johnny Taylor kicks it back out to Duncan Moy. Dom Foster takes it into the lane. Foster to Taylor, back out to Moy, all by himself from three-point land, and Moy connects to make it a one-point ball game. There's less than a minute to play.
Moy coming through with big shots here at the end of this game.
Kennedy looks like they're just trying to run the clock down now. They're not trying to get inside. They don't want to lose the ball. Here comes Hollabaugh. He'll drive it, and Hollabaugh will get the foul. That's going to be Duncan Moy's second, but at that point, I think you had to get the foul.
I don't think you're upset about that foul. You don't like seeing Hollabaugh be the one that gets fouled there, I don't think, because he's been pretty consistent tonight.
But you know that's who Kennedy's going to get the ball to, so.
Right. So you might as well let him. I mean, you don't want to let this clock run down anymore.
And he doesn't connect on that. So if he connects here, it's a 2-point game, and Harding with a real chance to stay in this now. (43-42). Hollabaugh connects on the second one. It is now a 2-point ball game. 38 seconds to play as Harding brings it down court, and Harding will call timeout to try to set this possession up.
Want to draw something up here. A couple of quick passes. Got that Moy shot open. That you want to see. Quick passes. Get those outside jumpers open there. Quick rotation by the Raiders last time down.
Duncan Moy with 13 on the night, and the last 2 were threes, and they were huge.
Big plays.
Hollabaugh once again.
We're seeing some of the exciting plays that have gotten us to this point in this 2-point contest.
Big 3 there for TJ Harden for the Eagles. There's that fast break, long pass to Johnny Taylor.
And then, of course, a couple of the free throws that have been very important to the Eagles, although they've left a couple behind tonight, Tom, at the end of this game.
There's the kick out to Moy. There's the 3-pointer.
Such a huge play there. And Raiders scheming something up here, I'm sure, trying to get another open jumper from the outside. They may be trying to feed it down low. But once again, I think they've been a bit tentative with Bates being in a bit of foul trouble to feed it down low the last portion of this game.
You got Bates with 4. Dom Foster with 4. Harding basketball. There are 35.6 seconds of play. It is a 2-point Kennedy Eagle lead right now. Harding working, trying to tie this game. Moy loses a handle, but gets it over to Johnny Graham. Graham into the lane. Graham with the left hand. And Graham ties it up! 44-44. There's 10 seconds to play. And the pass goes off Rischel. Rischel was all by himself. Loses a handle on. It's Harding basketball with 9 seconds. 44-44. Johnny Graham takes it in. Graham will get called for the offensive foul with 4.8 to play. Kennedy with a chance now.
That's his second.
Big foul there at the end of this game. 4.8 left. Let's see what the Eagles can draw up to try to finish this game off. And now we're going to get a timeout, I think, from Kennedy.
Kennedy will drive one.
And we will see what happens here. This may be another one of those extra inning affairs we might be having.
Could be. With 4.8 seconds left, I think that's what the Raiders are hoping for at this point. They're going to go down, try to play some defense. Hopefully not put someone like Cameron Hollabaugh on the line. That's not the guy you want to go to the line right now.
There's been at least 2 occasions tonight, Tom, where the Eagles weren't able to get the ball in, though. So I think if you're the Raiders, you get up there, you get the hands up, and just see if you can keep them from being able to get the ball in.
Now those last 5 seconds, now things are getting just a little bit tighter, and that stroke is not quite as flowing then, so we will see. Harding's going to have to play a few seconds of defense and try and stay in this game.
Looks like the Eagles are going to go full court here, too, Tom.
And it looks like Harding is going to try to cause some pressure and try to eat some of that time off the clock as Kennedy brings the ball up. And there's a long pass for Hollabaugh, and that ball is going to go over to Harding. And Harding's going to hold on to it and let overtime happen. And we have bonus basketball on Saturday night at the Palace. It's 44-44.
Strange finish to that fourth quarter there. I think that the Eagles had a nice play drawn up to try to get someone running down free, but unfortunately just the pass was a little long. And if you're the Raiders, you're very happy with that turn of events.
I think so. 4 minutes of overtime basketball coming up. It's a 44-44 ball game.
It's been a good one. It's been an intense game. Why stop now?
No, let's play some more. Let's do it some more.
We did have a little bit of overtime earlier this season. The Raiders unfortunately fell short in that affair, so maybe tonight they can snag the win.
As in Austintown, Fitch came for their annual visit. Fitch mounting a furious comeback here, but no huge comebacks tonight. This game's been nip and tuck the whole way. I think the biggest lead on either side may have been 8 points.
Yeah, it was very clear. They had an 8-point lead for 1 point, and that's when the Raiders were able to score the 3 and get back within 5. And I feel like they were kind of hanging around the entire third and fourth quarter. And as we've talked about, every single free throw that got us to this point would have been so key at this point to make all of those. So I'm excited for a good overtime period, Tom. Let's go.
Here we go. Jump ball. It looks like Aston Bates and TJ Harden. They're going to jump it up at midcourt to start this overtime period. So glad you're with us. If you are, you're seeing a good one. And Kennedy is going to control this opening tip in overtime. Harden takes it into the lane. Harden cannot get that one to go, and Johnny Graham comes out of there with it. Graham with the left-handed layup, and he draws first blood here in overtime. 46-44, Raiders.
Great left-handed shot by Graham. That's what he had in mind at the end of the game at the fourth quarter.
And Hollabaugh gets called for the offensive foul. And that's Hollabaugh's 4th.
And if you're the Eagles, you'll want to see Hollabaugh going off the court, that's for sure. He's
absolutely not
their main offensive firepower all night.
Kennedy's going to sit back and just play a half-court defense right now. Harding will work it around that perimeter, and little miscommunication there. And that ball goes sailing out of bounds and into the hands of the Kennedy Eagles. 3:12 to play in overtime. It's a 46-44 Raider lead. Bonus basketball here at the Palace. Hayden Waite drives the lane and ties the game at 46.
Moy was a little aggressive trying to get that steal and allowed Waite to get to the rack.
And now it's Harding setting up their offense and trying to get it to go. Dom Foster brings it in. He can't get it to go. Harding comes up with that one. And we are tied at 46 with 2:20 to play. First overtime period. And now the game is kind of slowed down a little bit. Teams wanting to set up their offense. Michael Condoleone with the layup to put Kennedy on top, 48-46.
Condoleone there with a nice finish. Was not going to be denied.
Good job, Michael. Entering the game for the Eagles, number 35, Jaden Rischel.
Being very patient here, Tom, as you would expect, but not in a hurry. You got a 2-point lead.
You see that defensive intensity kind of going down just a little bit. Neither team wanting to put somebody else on the line right now. Hollabaugh drives the lane, and it's a 4-point Kennedy lead.
I think there was a timeout by Kennedy, Tom, I believe.
Yes, it was. That's what they're calling. Kennedy timeout. Minute 25 to play, and it's 50-46 Kennedy. We are in the first overtime period.
I like this timeout call by the Eagles, Tom, because it allows them to kind of like just remind the players what not to. Don't make any mistakes. Don't send anyone to the line. A 4-point lead. It's a 2-possession lead here. You don't want to give them a chance for a 3 or 4 point play on the other end.
It looks like Kennedy's gonna. Well, I thought they were. Now they're going to come up and maybe apply a little bit of pressure.
Playing some sneaky defense over here.
Actually, they're going to sit back and play half court. Harding desperately needs to convert on this possession. And that's not the way to do it. Hollabaugh with the steal. And he gets harassed a little bit by Johnny Taylor, causes a miss, and Taylor brings it back down. Here's Johnny Graham for 3. And that doesn't go, and Duncan Moy is going to get called for the foul, and I believe that's going to be his 3rd on the evening.
Graham had a nice shot there, just went a little strong, but he had a nice look.
That's going to put the senior Gabe Green on the line for Kennedy. There's 55.8 seconds to play. It's a 4-point Kennedy lead. And a couple free throws right here could go a long way to locking this one down for the Eagles. And he gets the first one to rattle in. Kennedy electing to not even come up on the key for this. They don't want to take any chance on any fouls going for a rebound at this point. And Gabe Green sinks them both, and it's 6 points. Harding's going to need to come down, maybe connect for a quick 3 and get the ball back. They'll call their last timeout of the contest right here, or at least of the period. They'll get one I think they'll get another one if we go another overtime, but they've got some work to do.
The Raiders would probably love to do that right now. If they had the option, they go to another overtime right now if they have that chance. So
absolutely.
I think when they get out here, they're going to try to draw something up quickly to get an outside jumper, as quickly as possible. You would take an inside shot. You take 2 points here. But I think you definitely have to convert quickly. 15, 20 seconds run off the clock here would be the death knell.
.51 to play here in the first overtime. Extra basketball at the Palace at Atlantic and Elm, and it is a 6-point Kennedy Eagle lead. It has been a tight contest. Kennedy has created a little bit of space here late in this overtime period.
You said this equals nearly their biggest lead of 8 in the 3rd quarter, I believe. So they got to be feeling fairly comfortable, but the Raiders have to act quickly here if they have any chance to take the win in this contest. Thanks again for joining us on WSCN. Fred Whitaker and Tom Bird, we're glad to be here with you, wherever you may be, on your cell phone, in your living room. We're happy you're watching.
Finally, Harding gets it in. Here comes Dom Foster. Foster will drive the lane. Bates with the offensive rebound and puts it back up, and that doesn't go. And Hollabaugh comes up with it. And there's the long pass to Gabe Green. He's going to stop, and Kennedy, I think, is just going to run the clock out here if they can. There's 34 seconds of play. Johnny Graham is going to get a foul on that, and he's going to put Gabe Green on the line for Kennedy.
And Green with a chance to salt this game away for the Eagles.
With 33 seconds to play, he could put Kennedy up by 8 right now, and that will be awful tough to overcome at this point.
Right. In a season that's been filled with a lot of adversity for the Raiders, obviously the adversity that everyone's facing, plus there's been a lot of challenges, just formulating the chemistry for the starting lineup, etc. But to tell you what, you like to see a lot of the things you saw tonight, a glimmering of the competition, some big shots from Moy and Johnny Graham made some strong finishes as well. And they'll be back next year, so you're glad to see that as well.
Gabe Green connects on the second. It is a 7-point Kennedy lead. Duncan Moy, in and out.
And that shot from Moy was halfway in, Tom.
And Johnny Taylor will pick up the foul. That's going to put Cameron Hollabaugh on the line.
Moy there was still scrambling to try to get the ball. Determined to the end there by the young man.
17.8 seconds to play. Yeah, I think we saw a lot of positives from the underclassmen tonight.
Definitely.
Duncan Moy, Donovan Herron, a sophomore. Nye Coleman, a freshman who comes in. Khalil Williams, a sophomore. A lot of guys with 2 and 3 years left to play in this program.
Right. That's for sure. You feel good for the Raiders' future.
Johnny Taylor tries to get out, and at this point I think Harding is going to let Kennedy run the clock down, and that will do it from the Palace. Your final: John F. Kennedy Eagles 53, your Harding Raiders 46.
As you said, Tom, you saw a lot of good things, positive things from the Raiders tonight. They weren't able to snag the victory from the Eagles. The Eagles leaned heavily on the excellent play of Hollabaugh here tonight, but I think they feel very good eking out this win in a tough game. I think it was a defensive battle most of the time, and both coaches have a lot they can take from this and feel very good about it.
That will drop Harding to 2-11 on the season. And that's going to improve the Eagles' record to 7-3. And there you see some of the folks you get to thank for these broadcasts that we're able to bring you. You saw our student camera operators, some of our administrators there. Great support that we get from our administration for this.
And these students are vital to the success of this program. We're very proud of what they do. And I think they take pride in what they do, and that's what makes us, that's what satisfies us the most here, is that they take pride in a job well done.
And one more time, your final from the Palace at Atlantic and Elm: Kennedy 53, Harding 46. And as always, we thank you for joining us.
Stay safe out there, Raiders.
Have a great weekend, Raider Nation and Eagle Nation. Congratulations on a hard-fought, well-earned win.